grab, and he's going to be sacked.
Mike muted.
There
Broncos country. What's going on? We got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about some trades, the latest trade rumors from your favorite Broncos insider, and we'll get into some fun mock drafts with the Wheel of Chaos. Before we get started, want to introduce everybody. We got Mark, Kodiak Broncos, Jeremy Sean. We got Zach Phillips already in the chat. We got Darian and Mikey already going at it in the chat, which is awesome to see. Good to see everybody. And, man, we're going to have a lot of fun. But, guys, we got to lead off with the big news. Let me go ahead and share as you guys are liking and hyping and doing all that stuff. All right, Blue Ridge Bronco posted this. I'm trying to get him to join our Discord. But he said, per Albright on KOA, Falcons tight end Kyle Pitts is available. Don't know the price, but I do know that the Falcons could use a wide receiver or edge. The Broncos have a surplus of each. 25-year-old Pitts and Waddle. Yes, please. This is what all in looks like. Oh, man, I don't even know where to start. But, guys, I would love to hear. I mean, what would you be giving up for Kyle Pitts? Mark, we'll start with you. Does this make you feel like Kyle Pitts is available or not available? That's the real important question.
It makes me feel like it's not available. I like Ben Albright. I don't like to get too high, like hype, get too on him. But usually, he's not always right with these things. But regardless, if Kyle Pitts is available, I don't see any way how he would be a fit for this Broncos room. The only way that I would deeply consider it is if it meant like packaging up Evan Ingram as a part of it, because then you're just adding to a tight end room that doesn't do anything the coaching staff wants. Unless Davis Webb is adamant and he's like, dude, our tight ends don't need a block. We're just going to use him as mismatch. Cool. But I just don't see the fit with Kyle Pitts. And I felt like he had a really good year, but this dude was taken, fourth overall or something like that. He hasn't really lived up to the hype up to this point. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's much truth to this, but we'll see. Maybe this is what Aqib Talib was talking about.
Very well, could be. Kodiak, your thoughts?
I mean, I'm kind of with you, Marky. Like, I ride with my dogs, and let's just say that Respect My Co's is one of my dogs. That's just all I'll say about, that. That being said, Kyle Pitts being potentially available, once again, just not a fit. I think he's the most un-Sean Payton guy ever, okay? He doesn't really block, he hasn't really lived up to his expectation, and, for a lot of what this coaching staff emphasizes a lot of, for better or for worse, is effort on the field. And Kyle Pitts, before this past year, has had some of the worst track records of actually showing effort when it came to route running, even when it came to blocking. And I feel like he's just not a fit, I think this was a big wake-up call to Kyle Pitts that he couldn't survive on talent alone, that in the NFL, that is. And, I know he had a good rookie year with Matt Ryan, but even after that, it took a little bit of time for him to get going. I know that he hasn't had an entirely fair shake in Atlanta, even though they did take him fourth overall. He's still been, with Drake London and Bijan and trying to produce in a very stacked Falcons ecosystem. But you know what? I don't think he's lived up to the hype. That just reminds you that the generational can't miss tight end prospect ended up not being generational. So yeah, I just don't think he's a fit here, man. And you're going to have to pay him a big contract this year. I think he is a big franchise tag cap hit as well, because they did end up franchise tagging him. So yeah, I just don't see the vision, man. If they traded for him, would I be excited? Yes. But I'd be like, well, now we have the supercharged Evan Ingram, which we struggled to involve in the offense last year. So it'd be weird.
Jeremy, does your opinion differ?
Not really. I'm sorry, but you could see how mad my dog was about this whole post. He's not excited about it either. Yeah, the first two words in that in that post per Albright is like always, you're like, okay, buckle up. We'll see what we get here. And then saying we have a surplus at wide receiver and edge or edge, it's like, I don't know what wide receiver I'd trade. I'd prefer to have Kyle Pitts over any of our wide receivers, honestly. And I don't know of any edge players I would rather have Pitts over than our edge. So I'm good unless it's like a late pick that they're trying to get out of a contract or something like that. I'm probably good on that one. I mean, he did have a better year, but we've been waiting for the Kyle Pitts guy to like finally show up. And I just haven't seen enough. And yeah, like the guy said, it's just not a Sean Payton type of guy.
Well, I'm going to take a different angle with this, all right? And I forgot to say, Dave Talks Broncos brought to you by Prize Picks. We will go through a Prize Picks later today. It will be a lot of fun. HMA, use that code, $5, get 50. All right. Man, if we're talking about Eli Stowers, all right, I know he's a lot cheaper than Kyle Pitts, but, you know, could a second round pick and some change net you Kyle Pitts? I think he's a better version of Michael Thomas in that little Jordan Humphrey role. So if the price is right, if it doesn't require a first round pick, I'm interested. This guy's way better than Evan Ingram. He's way better than anybody else that we got. He can't block that well. Okay, I'm throwing him the ball, man. He hasn't had 1,000-yard receiving season since his rookie year. Who knows if Kevin Stefanski will change that? But man, I think it's kind of interesting here. You know, would you give up somebody like Troy Franklin for Kyle Pitts? Honestly, I might be kind of interested in doing that. You know,
I'd be more interested if it was Marvin. That would actually make sense. I think.
I do that every day.
I don't see a reason why you would want to trade Troy Franklin at this point. Like, all he's done is gotten way better. He's still super young. He's going to be cheap for the next couple of years. Like, why get rid of an asset like that for a guy that has a lot of question marks that's going to cost a whole bunch of money? Marvin Mims would make sense because you're going to have to probably pay him next year or make a decision in that point. But I wouldn't touch Troy Franklin. I don't understand the Troy Franklin hate. I think he's really solid, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens, man. I hope we got a big move coming. I hope Aqib Talib isn't just teasing us with this and that, there's some substance behind it, and he's given us no reason to doubt him. And I just hope it's somebody on the offensive side of the ball. I guess Dexter Lawrence would be cool too, but let's get to the fun stuff, guys.
I'm sorry, real quick. I just want to, can I just address what you just said about the Franklin hate? I think the Franklin stuff comes from the fact that he was this into the draft time. It was like the same thing with Kyle Pitts. We look at Kyle Pitts a certain way because of who he was coming into the draft. He was this Hall of Fame type of talent. So that's still in the back of our minds of like, that guy's still going to show up. And then Franklin on the flip side was like this fringe first round, middle of second round type of guy that everybody talked about, who fell to the fourth when maybe he just was closer to a fourth rounder anyways. And he was drafted correctly, or maybe a little bit late instead of way late. And he's been really good for what we've actually invested in him in a fourth round pick. I would say he's been really good for 2 years for a fourth round pick or wide receiver. So it's just the stuff that led up to them getting drafted is what we have in our minds with these guys more than the actual players themselves and the production of themselves. And that just always will like lead to people. And that's way worse when it comes to like quarterbacks. If you're like a number one overall,
right,
people will judge you a certain way. And if you like end up being like a great third round pick, you're like, oh, this guy's great. So
yeah, I don't know. I don't really hold him being a fourth overall pick much. I don't really hold that against him right now. I think he's a good tight end. Maybe he's not elite, but I think he's a hell of a lot better than everybody we got right now. And yeah, if we end up making that move, I'm going to be for it. Now, there's a lot of question marks around it, but I'll never say no to bringing more talent on the team. Well, let's get to the fun wheel of chaos, guys. So today we're going to have some fun with some mock drafts, guys. we're going to be using Andy NFL's big board, who has spent, countless hours the entire year putting this board together. And we will be drafting based on that. So we will now spin to see who is the first one to draft, guys. We're going to do 4 mock drafts, and then we're going to have for the chat to vote who had the best one. And we will defend and we will ridicule the other ones so that one of us will become mock draft champion. Okay? Let's go.
Yeah, we need the chat to be the real deciding factor here.
Yeah. Oh,
no,
man.
We're doing trades? We doing trades? Can we do trades or no?
No, I don't really want to do trades.
Okay. All right.
I'm fine with that. That makes it a little more even playing field.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I guess I'll
go first, David. Hell yeah, let's do it. I love it.
Yeah,
oh man,
let's see it.
I can't believe I'm starting off first here. I did not want that. I feel like it's going to be hard for me to convince everybody that I did the best if I'm going first. But anyways, we'll go with Andy's big board here. Draft with board.
It's gonna be tough.
And we'll see how this thing goes. So 7 rounds. We'll keep all the settings the same.
Did you oh yeah, you chose his board. Yep. All right.
Yeah. I got his board. All right. Oh man, that hurts, guys. Anthony Hill Jr. goes 1 pick before us at 62. Maybe we should have allowed trade so I can go get him. Man, this is funny. Oscar Delp is available. Jake Golday. You guys know Mikey loves Oscar Delp. Mike Washington Jr., which would be a lot of fun. Eli Stowers is available. That could also be awesome. But I don't know what the chat's saying. You guys let me know if they say anything interesting. I'm taking a look at running back here. Okay, that's cool. Let's take a look at tight end. All the good tight ends are still there that I love. We'll see about, offensive tackle. No. Linebacker. All the good linebackers available. Man. But I can't be a hypocrite right now. We just need to go with the best running back we can get. It's Mike Washington Jr. We'll go with him. Next.
All right.
Shoot. Max Clare.
Your boy, Max Clare.
Dude, guys, help me see the vision with Max Clare. Mark, I saw your comment. You don't like him either? Does he just give you massive Greg Dulcich vibes?
I don't know about Greg Dulcich necessarily, but yeah, I moved him down to I think he's tight end 8 on my final rankings on the NFL Mark Draft one. Yeah. I just feel like he's fine. Like if the Broncos took him, I trust that maybe they know something, but he doesn't do anything really well. He's just kind of like, I don't know, he's just fine. That's kind of what I saw. Like he's not overly athletic, not a really bad blocker. Like he's just kind of solid. So, in the 4th round, hell yeah, I'll take him. But no, I don't get the whole hype on him.
Dude, I just feel like he plays with no aura. And you know who does play with aura? It's Sam Roush. I'm going with Sam Roush, pick 108.
All right, David, you already won. You already won this draft.
Yeah, did I already win this? Man, we're cooking with gas right here. Mike Washington.
Are the rules that whoever you pick, we're not allowed to pick? Or we can...
I guess you could copy my same draft, if you want to.
I had a better 7th round than you did.
That would actually be smart, man. You just knock out the first 5, and then you switch up the last 2 and hope that makes you win.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Man, I might go. Do you guys feel like safety or defensive line is a bigger need right now? I feel like safety's been talked up a lot lately.
So I would say defensive line, the JFM replacement is a bigger need, but I think that's one that's likely going to be able to be solved by an avenue that's not the draft, if that makes sense. I think
AKA Cam Jordan.
Yeah, I think safety is a bigger draft need for the team because we know the Broncos, they're going to take secondary, man. They always do. They always will early, and we're just going to have to live with it. Okay, so for the draft, I think safety is more pressing on the Broncos' radar, but D-line is a more impactful need that we need to address.
Oh, man, I mean, going offensive line would be a lot of fun here. I feel like that is very important. Honestly, I feel decent with our defensive line right now. I'm going to go offensive line. And I'm going to go, man, I'm going to go with Michael Morris. This guy should be good. I don't know why he's so low on draft boards. That's not Andy. All right.
Yeah, we took him in the epic mock. We got him in the 5th. It was awesome. But yeah, I think this is more of a likely range.
All right. You guys know I love some Jack Kelly. Owen Heineke, 6'1", 227. He's small. I'm out on him. We're not going with any of these guys. Maybe I'll get Jimmy Rolder later, but you guys know I'm going to go with Jack Kelly. You guys know he's my guy. He might suck, but I don't even care. All right, last 3 picks in the 7th round. Dude, get Jared Stidham out of here. We're going with Haynes King. We need a defensive lineman bad, Jordan Vandenberg. And is there a 3rd Georgia Tech player I can draft here?
There you go, Amari Harvey.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to go cornerback instead of safety because we're moving Jahdae Barron to safety. How about that one? So there we go. I will save all of these so we can all look at them. But my mock draft, we end up going offense at the beginning, and then we go defense, at the end. This is now the bar. Chat, what's the chat thinking? Did they think I crushed it?
I don't know yet. Hold on. You got DL by a mile. I don't think they've given their full. They said Morris is awesome.
Yeah.
They like Morris.
Maybe we're on a delay. Oh man, TW hates mine. Oh no.
7.5. I like
it. He fishes
B.
Okay, C. Oh goodness. Oh,
guys, I feel like regardless of what the Broncos do during the draft, it's going to be a B- C+.
Oh man.
Isn't that like how it always goes? It's always a B- C+.
Yeah. Dude, I'm getting thrashed. Y'all are going to do a lot better than me. Honey Bear's in here. Red Murdoch. He's a fun sleeper, but he's no Jack Kelly. All right. Enough with me getting absolutely thrashed by Darian. We got to move on. We got to move on, guys. Let's get to it. Get the attention off me. Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on now. Bring us back, Kodiak.
Oh yeah. Looks like we got some tough graders out here, man. I was hoping I'd get at least a bit of a curve, but looks like we're not getting a curve when it comes to all the B- and C+.
Dude, they did not like my draft. It was filled with my guys.
And to your credit, too, Dave, I mean, it's going to throw everyone off, but because we're doing it with Andy's board, it's so much different than the normal mock drafts you do, totally. Which I like about it. So it's going to be fun. It's you're almost not prepped for it.
Yeah, I wish PFF would use consensus rankings from the NFL mock database rather than, just some random dude's rankings as their draft thing.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Yeah, it is really annoying. Just give me consensus. It doesn't even have to be a big board. Just give me real consensus of aggregate mock draft data. I don't know.
Wait, is this the board?
I know. Click on the board. I think you can still do it. Click on PFF big board and see. Can you scroll down and
see
my
Andy's board called? Andy's NFL big board.
I made it, and Andy NFL's. Yeah, you might have to do it the way that you did it prior. Because I don't think it's loaded up onto the actual database. I made it myself and I sent it to you. You can just click on that link I sent you, I think, right?
Yeah, I got it up, and then I just clicked on draft with board. And it's not. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties here. Okay.
I can also share mine, and you could do it if you like.
We might have to do that because, look, I'm going to hit Draft with board. Andy's big board. Draft with board. I'm just going to hope that this is the same one. I guess we'll see first if it's Andy's board or not. I think this is Andy's board because Oscar Delp is home.
Oh, yeah. Delp is right
All right,
there.
Kodiak. What are we doing?
Guys, I don't think we need to scroll any further. There's a guy that I'm absolutely in love with, and he's actually at the top of Andy's board right here. We're going to go with R. Mason Thomas out of Oklahoma. Okay. So listen, I know that everybody's going to be shocked when the Broncos draft a edge rusher at number 62, but I'm telling you, every single draft, we are going to draft a pass rusher. And you know what? You're going to like it. And with R. Mason Thomas, he's gotten a lot of comps to Benito, even though he ran a 4.67 at the combine and Benito ran like a 4.5 flat. Guys, stylistically, they are very much a very similar player. So, yes, I'm going to take R. Mason Thomas because if you draft a guy with the potential to potentially develop into a Nick Benito, ignore the fact that I'm basically helmet scouting here, then you know what? I feel like we're off to a great start, and he would fit in great with our edge room because we've done a great job developing.
Is his first name R or is it R. Mason?
I actually don't know. But the fact that his name is R and he gets locked up by every NFL tackle I've seen him go up against, you know what?
Dude, his name is actually R. The letter R.
Yeah.
Which honestly, that might make it okay. Dude, edge is a sneaky pick though, because if there's truth to actually moving Jonah Ellis to inside linebacker, then all of a sudden we need an edge rusher. But so it could happen.
It's R. Mason. The R was a tribute to their family's history of first names beginning with R.
Wow.
So they're like, we're not even going to come up with a new name with R. We're just going to say R. That's interesting.
Dude, that's the real name. Somebody should name their kid W Rage. And then if their last name is Bait, they'd be W Bait, Rage Bait. Honestly, dude, it's a cool name though.
Dude, if they got their master's diploma, would their name be Master? I'll stop. Okay. All right, let's go. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Wait, so does this mean Jonah Ellis is inside linebacker now?
I mean, I guess, because where do you guys think the Broncos are more likely to make a move at? Edge or inside linebacker during the draft?
Yeah, I don't know, but we'll move Jonah Ellis to inside linebacker and not move Jahdae Barron to safety? What are we doing?
Yeah, and not move little Jordan Humphrey to tight end? I don't know. It's weird.
We'll see.
But you make a good point, dude. This could happen in Broncos country being a freaking frenzy, dude. It'd be yeah. But
I mean, it's a little like Jahdae Barron last year because that was a position we weren't thinking.
Even then, I don't think so because it was still an unproven room relatively last year. I know we had Riley with a good year in 2024, but still,
you think cornerback was an unproven room?
Relatively, yeah.
With Pat Surtain, Moss, and Shaquan McMillan.
Yeah, I still think it was relatively speaking. Because Moss only had 1 year. Jaquan still had, I guess he had a year and a half at that point, but people still last year were just like, well, Jaquan wasn't that good. And I was like, shut up. You guys don't know ball.
It was easier to sell too, because you saw what happened when Moss got hurt. So we're like, we need depth, I like our starters, but I think you could have made the argument a little bit more it's tougher to sell it this year because you saw how good Jaquan played. You saw Riley took another step and played better. And so now you're like, where the hell is he going to be at? But I think last year made a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Kodiak, very nice of you to take all the attention off of David's mock because you are getting roasted in the chat. Go ahead and pick your second pick.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. So,
hey, Andy, don't no coaching here.
Oh man. Are there any?
This is my big board. I'll do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Okay. Check defense real quick because I think,
the whole board
I know I'm going to get flamed for this, but we got a lot of contracts coming up on the defense. So I want to check linebacker. I want to check corner and safety and D-line. Yeah. All right, cool. Ooh.
No linebacker? Forget linebacker?
Yeah. No, he said linebacker.
Linebacker too.
Edge? Just kidding.
Ooh. Okay. I don't really I know Betcher's been getting gassed up lately. He's just one of those guys that I feel like he's a bet on traits. And I think he'll be good. It'll be good where he actually goes. But I feel like he's now every Twitter analyst's favorite inside linebacker. That's why
he's mid traits. He's got mid traits.
Yeah, exactly. But he's got those intangibles that the Broncos really like. You know what, guys? I'm telling you, if you are looking for just talent in the secondary, I'm telling you, Tack Davis is your dude, man. All right, so the reason I'm going to go with Tack Davis here, I know that a lot of people are just going to flame me, but listen, we have to make a decision on Riley and potentially Jaquan this upcoming year. Okay, we have not extended Jaquan McMillan, and we're going to have to do something with Riley this upcoming year.
Wait.
No, I don't want Prysock. I want Tack Davis.
I know, but I just got to say, Ephesians, Prysock, and Takario Davis are both 6'4" corners at Washington. They had two of them.
And both transferred from Arizona. And Arizona still had the best secondary, or at least one of them in college football this past year, which was crazy.
Dude, you got to take Ephesians. I mean, that is a 10 out of 10 name. You have an R and an Ephesian.
You know what? Even though I love me some Tack Davis, and he was my best player in the college football video game dynasty I did with my friends when I was the Arizona Wildcats last year, even though Ephesians Prysock is more of a zone corner because of the things that he might struggle with when it comes to length or whatever, I think, man, if you give him our secondary coaching, I think if you give him, Livingston, and obviously there's still a lot of holdover knowledge from Leonard, I think this would be a fantastic selection.
Click on Andy's comment.
If we took an edge and quarterback in the first two selections, I'd pistol whip myself.
And the best part is this is his board, so even he's like, "Yo, I like these
even
guys."
He's like, "No,
but don't put me in that shit." That's funny. So are you going with Ephesians?
Yeah, you know what? We'll go with the name. You know what? Because I don't think any of you are going to take a corner in your first 3 picks. So yeah,
dude,
we'll go.
Dude, I might become a Raiders fan if this is our draft here in like 2 weeks. All right.
Get ready for it, man. Every year we draft a corner and a pass rusher.
Dude. All right. So we got R. Mason and Ephesians Prysock, man.
R stands for Revelations.
Yes, you're right. All right. Let's see. What do we got? All right. Maybe. Okay. I'm looking at Nussmeier at 100. Okay. I won't go that far.
I was going to say, don't even let him take Nussmeier.
Okay. Peep, running back.
Oh, my bad.
Peep, our man, you know what? Special teamer. You know what? That makes sense too, I guess. All right. Wow, he's got McGowan above Katron and Singleton. That's pretty interesting.
I didn't get through his. I got through like the first 160. He did have Katron above Singleton. Okay. I think Katron was the last guy I ranked. So everything besides here, sorry, Andy, it was just taking way too long.
I can't believe Andy even has Jam Miller ranked.
I don't think he actually does.
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
He's got Terry and Stewart way too low. I just got to say.
Okay. You know what? It's actually, Jaden Ott. Is that something you guys could sell me on? Is that something I could sell you guys on? Okay. So in 2023, Jaden Ott was an absolute demon for Cal. Okay. I remember the whole thing. It was like, you remember that song Hot to Go? They made a whole parody about it. Cal fans, OTTOGO, Ought to Go. I remember that was a big thing back then. But you know what? He hasn't played that much college ball, so I cannot sell you guys realistically on Jaden Ott. So we're going to go with my guy, okay? Exit out of this. We're going to take Katron Allen, okay? The reason Katron Allen is my RB4 specifically for this draft and why I think he fits the Broncos so well is because I love his first, second half skill set, okay? A lot of people think he's slow. I just don't agree with that, all right? And my favorite thing about Katron Allen is I feel like he is a true fall forward back. I feel like his third down skill set's still a work in progress, but he's still caught a lot of passes throughout his college career. And also, think about all the amazing running backs Penn State has had throughout their program's history, Saquon, Miles Sanders, and Katron Allen was more productive than all of them on the ground, sharing a backfield for 4 years. That's an easy sell for me.
You got me. All right, we'll draft him.
I think he'd be great. I think that'd be a great pick.
All right, we're about halfway done, Kodiak.
Okay, not really a fan of any of these guys I'm seeing right now. Quilio is not really somebody I really like that much. Carson Beck, not really liking this. Well, let's see what we got.
Have you ranked his ability to be a leader?
Oh, yeah.
Listener?
Oh, sorry. If I'm looking at this through the eyes of Sean Payton and George Payton, maybe the leadership trait is number one. Maybe Katron can be a good leader. Who knows? But yeah, we haven't taken a linebacker yet. So look at the linebackers.
Andy's got all the linebackers gone by now.
Okay, linebackers and tight ends. Yeah, this isn't Andy's board at this point. Eric Gentry would be fun though because he's 6'7", 220. Eric Gentry
He's built like a tight end.
I think
he looks really awkward too, man.
Yeah, think about the weirdest pick sixes you guys have ever seen. That might be fun. If he can find a way to get on the field. Now, once again, he's one of those guys that, okay, how does this game translate to the NFL level because he has such a unique build? That'd be really interesting. That being said, let's exit out of this and let's go to tight end. Let's go to tight end.
Are there any basketball players on this board?
No, unfortunately, there's no Mo Krivas that I tried to sell everybody on last Monday night or Tuesday night. Okay. You know what? Do you think we can't have anybody faster than Adam Troutman in this tight end room? All right. We can't have anybody faster. And guys, coming into this year, Miles Kitselman was ranked in the top 5 on the Mackey Award watch list. So, you know what? I don't care that he has a 15% drop rate, 25% contested catch rate. I'm sure that his intangibles will bring a great skill set to the tight end room. If you guys listen to Troutman on the DNVR podcast today, he said, well, I'm a Sean Payton guy because Sean Payton values consistency. And the same guy you are yesterday and today and tomorrow matters a lot. And Miles Kitselman was very consistent when I watched him on the football field, let's just say. Now, was he good or bad? I'll plead the fifth. That being said, I feel like Kitselman is somebody who makes a lot of sense for us.
All right. Andy says, bro, this is a nightmare mock. Kodiak Miles Kitselman reeks. He's by far the best blocker out there. And he catches 85% of the passes at least. So.
All right. But yeah, we'll draft Kitselman.
Projects as a tight end too, which is exactly Adam Troutman.
He's so bad, dude.
Yeah, he sucks. But listen, if you get consistency, that's valued here in the building. It's not even on the field.
All right.
Wait. Don't go any further. We're going to draft 2 tight ends. All right.
Double up.
Nate Root Beer Adkins, get off my team. Okay. Any avenue to improving our tight end room, I am more than happy to do so. And you know what? I will gladly draft Riley Nowakowski from Indiana because he was a big role player who always came up with certain plays and clutch situations for the Indiana Hoosiers. And you can't teach clutch, man. We need a lot of winners. You know, I know that we did a lot of winning this past year, but I want to keep that going. And Surratt and Aiden Fisher might be off the board by this point. And, you know, there's a couple other guys from Indiana who realistically we're probably not going to get a chance to see. That being said, you know what? I'm fine with upgrading the H-back role. Okay. Yeah. Boom.
Beautiful.
Nowakowski. All right, and let's see what we got here. At this point, we're just taking shots, all right?
I'm terrified of what you're going to pick next.
Oh, man. Okay, pause. I see our selection. Okay, Mark is going to be the only person in the world happy about this. We're going to go with Diego Pavia. The reason we're going to go with him is because, you know what? He went after Mendoza won the Heisman. He probably had the worst reaction I've ever seen anybody have to losing an award race. And you know what? We need dogs on this team, man. We just need guys that are going to, you know, mess things up when things aren't going well, because let's just say that some Sundays have been a little more painful. You know, I know last year it wasn't all sunshine and roses, even though we were a 14-3 win team. So you know what? If we had thrown Pavia instead of Stidham in the AFC Championship game, who knows how it would have gone? Okay, so we'll draft Diego Pavia.
Beautiful. T. Fisher says he's giving $10 to the winner, and you are not the winner. Perhaps Diego Pavia can be a utility offensive weapon as a tight end or fullback. You guys sold me right there.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
What?
That is actually the funniest scouting report. Yeah, he's going to be
like
a 5'10".
How could he be a tight end?
He's a 5'10" of tight end or a 207-pound fullback. That makes so much sense. That guy's a genius.
Oh yeah, we have to take a linebacker. We have to take a linebacker. But you know what? Let's take an edge rusher, okay? Let's take another edge rusher. I want to see what edge rusher was probably the best as an off-ball coverage player, because I feel like that's how we would address the linebacker position, because I guess
Patrick Payton, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. You know what? He actually has, He actually has 341 pass rush snaps. And you know what? I feel like he has played off the ball, 6'6", 255. So you know what? It's a traits-based bet with Patrick Payton. So full disclosure, it's not him being a pass rusher. It's us converting him to linebacker. I feel like he'd be really good on special teams. And I feel like he'd be a good round out on the room.
Yeah, he only had 0 snaps off ball. So
exactly. So I feel like he would be a perfect pick to try to translate. All right. What did you guys think of my draft, chat?
Spectacular.
All right, chat. Let them know. Did was mine better? Was mine better, chat? You guys.
I think you take the cake so far, but I don't know. Kodiak's ability to like troll but also be serious so you don't actually know is just another level. It takes a special person to be able to do that.
Agreed.
Because I'm breaking character, but that was good. I like it.
The
only pick I like is Pavia and Katron. Everything else, straight cheeks.
Man,
I can get behind.
You make Andy want to die. Honey Bear, I think, is grading you on a curve with a D+ right here. Andy also said, it said, quote, Pavia will be a fan favorite on day one, end quote, while he was one of the most universally hated college football players outside of SEC fans. Aaron Taylor gave it -0%. Darian says Pavia sucks. No response is the best response. Davis Howie Roseman compared to Kodiak. Oh my God. Broncos Mafia, let's ride. We got one lover of this mock draft. Allen is the only good pick. I'll say I like the Kitzelman pick.
Well, yeah.
Seriously?
Dude, he's consistent.
Consistent.
He's consistently
that's true.
Garbage.
He only ran like a 5.0 40, right? Or a 4.9 40. Something absurd. Kitzel ass.
I will say it was the fastest 4.9 that I've seen in a long time, though.
Kodiak, you get an R grade. Oh my God. You know what that means. Okay. Now Akowski is our tight end 1 on day 1. I'm crying.
He would be.
I mean, he's got a shot.
Oh man. Okay. Last comment here before we transition. T. Fisher said I would have given him an A if we got a 6'9" tackle.
So all I had to do was take Markel Bell or Paul Rubel, and I would have gotten an A.
Dude, you should have taken the new Clay Spray. What's his name?
Vanilla Gorilla?
Yeah, Vanilla Gorilla.
He would have made too much sense, dude.
Right? Good point. Okay. Let's draft again. Let me pull this up. And Andy, this is your board. Stop saying it's not your board. We're sick of your complaining.
Caden Barnett.
It's your board for the first 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm spinning it, and it's landing on Jeremy.
Okay.
Ooh. All right, are you ready?
Big shoes to fill here, yeah.
I don't know how you're going to follow that one up.
I don't know. Kodiak is a real gentleman to set the table for me.
No, I'm a Kitzelman.
All right. We got Ty Simpson at the top of the board. Do you got the stones to replace Jared Stidham here?
Well, yeah, not with 62, but that would be quite the pick. I just want to see how Andy's board is. Can you show me running backs?
Yeah, you want to see running backs? Don't, Darian, cover your eyes right now.
Oh, look at how smart Andy is. He's got Emmett Johnson rated above Jonah Coleman, Seth McGowan, and probably soon to be Mike Washington. We'll just give him a little bit of time. He'll get it up there. But
that's a mistake.
Smart.
Emmett no ass Johnson.
Can you keep going down just so I can see like a little bit? Okay. And then can you show me tight ends, please?
Yes. We'll go over here. And Delp. Man, wait. Andy has Delp rated above Stowers.
That's bold.
That is. So with the running backs, like I said, after Katron, it's very different how he has it. So if you're curious where he actually has it ranked, let me know. I can fill it in for those later guys.
Keep going. I just want to see.
Now he's got Carson Ryan high, which is smart.
Ooh, Gilmborg. It's 213. Okay, and then last linebacker, just so I can see how we're lining up here.
Well, Josiah Trotter wouldn't be a bad pick here. Anthony Hill is still on the board. Wait, Anthony Hill's at 66 on Andy's board.
Yeah,
Wow.
from what I understand, I think he recently dropped him a little bit. He also dropped Josiah Trotter a little bit.
Wow, Andy, really?
And yeah, it's basically Jacob Rodriguez, and there's a little bit of a gap after that, after the top guys. He actually has Jake Golday under Trotter and Anthony Hill, who I think Golday's gone, but he was gone right before, but he did have him higher than both those guys, or lower than both those guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's funny. I think Golday is a better version of Trotter. Like, that was my comp for him. I think they do the exact same things. I think they have the same skill set, but I like Golday more.
Well, it's different because go down on Golday. Look, dude, look how much that dude's played in the slot. I'm actually making a video on him coming soon.
Like a safety, hybrid safety.
Yeah. He's literally like used as a nickel. It's crazy, and he's pretty damn good at it.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
All right.
He's fun.
Last, show me interior defensive lineman.
Now, there's a lot of big citrus hate going on right now. I'm not going to stand for it.
Yeah. No, me neither. He's solid.
Okay. All right. Let's damn. I think
after all that goes with AJ Halsey.
Yeah. Geez. David, you picked Mike Washington, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, shouldn't affect what you're doing.
It's true. That's true. Boy. Running back is that's 62.
I'm actually curious what Andy would do here. I think he would actually probably take Delp, but
Golday.
A lot of folks in Draft Professor can't stand Hill. Thanks for tuning in, Blue Ridge Bronco. I shared your tweet at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, we did. You opened up the show, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Go ahead. This is going to be unpopular.
We might run out of time here.
Defensive line. We're going go. Yeah. Show me defensive line.
We're going D line.
Yeah, let's go. We're going to go D line. We're going to Daryl Jackson Jr.
Got some size.
You know what? That's a behemoth. I can get behind that. I think
I could get behind
340.
Yeah,
I could actually get behind that. You know why? Because against Buffalo, they just run us over and over again because we don't have a big fat two gapper.
Exactly. I just want a guy who you can just stuff the run and let. If we're so worried about linebackers tackling, like how about we could give him some help there? All right, now show me some tight ends and some running backs.
Oh man,
here.
we better go. Freaking Raritan. Freaking Raritan's off the board.
Yeah, Raritan's ranked really high, so I feel like you have to take him first in this draft if you wanted him.
And then show me running backs real quick.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, Raritan is 98 on his big board. So he made it to the top 100.
Top 100 player. Andy knows ball.
Andy gets it.
Yeah, Max Clare isn't even near the top 100.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Andy really liked Klein too.
Now Max Clare,
Max Clare went at pick 100 in this mock. That's funny.
He's 102.
I mean, this would be crazy if I don't do this, but you already picked him. But I got to go Roush here.
Yes, sir. Forget those short arms and the drop passes. He's George Kittle. That's what I say.
Dude, his RAS is like the best in the class of a really good class. So, I mean, and he's a smart guy. I trust. He's gonna. I mean, if you don't like Kroll and all these other guys, Troutmans of the world, that's over with if you draft Sam Roush. So, I'm just gonna do that. All right, give me running backs one more time. Katron's still there. I'll probably go that route.
Okay. Or Seth McGowan.
After Katron, he's got Damon Claiborne over Nick Singleton. He's got Oh, and then Nick Singleton, then Kalen Black,
I like Kalen
then
Black.
Jamari Taylor, then Le'Veon Moss, for what it's worth.
Sure. Okay.
I really like Katron Allen. I think he runs similarly to Terrell Davis, and I'm not saying that's a 1-for-1 comp or anything, but I just like that downhill. I want a guy who falls forward and gets those extra 1-2 yards every single time. Third down, we can pick it up. We don't have to be going for it on fourth down in the AFC Championship because we didn't get it on third down. Give me Katron Allen.
All right. Wonderful. Pick 5. Ooh.
All right.
Ooh, Drew Aller. Ooh, Carson Beck.
Show me linebacker, please.
You might have to go with Red Murdoch. Oh, Torian York's still available. That's fun.
There's a guy that isn't on here, which is kind of cheating because I can't keep going. I don't want to make it seem too crazy, but I'm going to do that. Justin Jefferson. I think that's ridiculous that he's not there. But I watch this guy, and I think this guy can be a he harkens back to now I'm blanking on his name, but my guy from the glory years from 2015. Who?
Trevathan?
Yeah, Danny Trevathan. I think he plays very similar style to Danny Trevathan. I like Justin Jefferson. He's totally underrated on here. So give me him.
Yep, I was gonna say Andy beat me to it. He is 182 on his board, so this would be in line with that.
Okay,
so
makes sense. Yeah,
he's a lot higher on him than PFF normally is. So
yeah, because that's just cheating. I'm like, there's no way he's in the 400s. All right, so we've handled our. Show me some tackles here, please.
Of course.
Ooh, okay. I mean,
Fa'alili Fa'amoi.
Hell of a name.
It is. Let's yeah, let's go with the top ranked one. I'm not 100% like super familiar with them, but we need to have somebody in the room to be developing.
24, perfect.
Okay, and then just because, let's see here. Go ahead and scroll down.
Please don't pick Luke Altmaier.
Can you show me tight ends again real quick?
Yes.
In case anybody slipped.
Glad you asked.
Thank you. Dude, I kind of think he's not going to block a ton, but RJ Maryland can bring you something.
Yes.
If you want to do something instead of Kroll, give me RJ Maryland here.
Let's go. All right.
And then just for the fun, show me your running backs one more time. I'm going to double up here.
Jam Miller.
Andy actually likes Kitzelman more than RJ Maryland, surprisingly. So
wow, that's crazy. I'm drafting Jam Miller here. I 100%. I'm standing on that. Like, I think he would fit in well, and I don't know why he's being devalued here, but yeah,
he's a good listener.
Hey, he's a good player, man. If you give him the blocking, I honestly believe that. So there you go. Sorry, I had to add Katron and Roush again, but that's like, if they're there, that's where you got to take them.
Yep,
that was beautiful. All right, Mark. And after your draft, we'll get to while the chat is deciding who crushed it, we'll do a prize picks parlay together.
All right.
Let me pull this up. Here we go. The last one. Mark is ready to go. All right.
Let's see. Let's do this real quick. Available. So show me tackles.
Oh. Got crown over.
Okay. All right. Show me the interior guys.
Dang, Keelan Rutledge already went off the board.
Okay. And then one last thing I want to see. Oh, I feel like I would know. I can kind of compare it to this too. Oh, Keelan Rutledge did go. Damn, that sucks. It's a lot easier when you're not doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. You're like, oh.
Did you say you were selecting Oscar Delt?
No, absolutely not. In this particular case, if the board fell like this, I would probably roll with Jake Golday. So let's take Jake Golday here.
All right.
Just because I feel like at minimum he could be a hell of a good special teamer for you this year.
You can play in the slot at 6'4", 240. That's insane.
Yeah, I think he needs a year to like refine a little bit, and learn, but I think that's kind of the best way to do it. All right, so we got now at 108. I will run to the table here, and I will take Caleb Tiernan, the tackle from Northwestern. If we were able to get him at 108, I'd feel good about that. Let's go to tight end.
Let's see who's left.
Sam Roush, obviously. So that's the easiest pick for me ever.
Sam Roush is MVP right now.
Yeah. No, Sam Roush is a stud. All right, now 170. Let's see the running backs. I could have taken Jude there. That would have been a good one. Okay, I'm going to go with Kalen Black here.
Dude, let's go.
Yep.
At 170, a.k.a. Kyle Monangai. Dude, it was the weirdest thing. I was Googling him today because they were talking about him on 104.3 The Fan, and I was like looking up something specific. I put in Kalen Black, and Google Gemini goes, compares most favorably to Kyle Monangai. 100% they're listening to me, dude. Because I've said that like maybe 20 times. So I'm curious if the same thing shows up for you guys. Because if it doesn't, they're definitely listening to me. Because I've never Googled that exact thing. So anyways, all right, so we got our linebacker, tackle, tight end, halfback. All right, let's go interior defensive line and see what's available. Okay, so I mean, I want to take Vandenberg, but I just know he's not going to be available here, man. That's the only thing I feel like. All right, let's do this. Just clear the position filters. I think I saw a guy that I wanted. Yeah, let's go with go up to the top. Let's go with Caden Wetjen. I think he's a phenomenal just kick return guy, and obviously at 5'9", 196 and being white, they love him. And I'm just sick of Michael Bandy, so he could be a really good return guy. So we'll go with Caden Wetjen here.
Okay.
All right, and then we're gonna take Diego Pavia at 256. I genuinely do believe that Diego Pavia is actually gonna be a good quarterback. And everyone's like he's too small, but Bryce Young went first overall, and by all accounts they're the same exact size.
He's gonna be a good tight end.
Yeah, or maybe our fullback.
Yeah.
All right, and then. Oh, you know what? Go to the interior defensive lineman. I want to see something real quick. Because I haven't taken one of those yet, right? I really do want to get at least a guy. Oh damn, I don't know any of these dudes except for David Gusta.
I mean, this guy's last name's Ball. He's a good football player. 323, big boy.
He should be. Oh man, I don't know. I think we're gonna roll with. I'm just gonna get a safety. Let me see the safeties. Sorry. Yeah, let's just roll with Xavier Nwankpa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a good RAS.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. All right, there we have it. So we got Mark's mock draft, which I think overall might have been the best one. We'll see. But guys, as you're deciding which mock draft did you like the best, we'll go through it again.
Damn, T Fishes.
What's T Fishes saying?
He said he put the $10 super chat. Said, "Congratulations, David. B- took it."
Oh my god!
I love it.
Oh man, you guys were just that bad, huh? You guys were just that
Nah,
bad.
I had
Well,
by far the best draft, but it's okay. We can argue about it.
I thought you did too. It seems like everybody liked. Yep, David won. Oh my God, really? Man, I don't know about that, Mark. Or
Wait.
guys, I think Mark had the best one.
Wait, show my draft to remind everybody. You know, nobody's voting for me in the chat. How's nobody voting for me?
Yeah, how do I see? Oh, my mock drafts. Here we go. So yeah, this was yours, Cody.
Yes, it was. It was my mock draft. I don't understand how nobody's voting for me.
It was a pretty good mock draft, man. You drafted only like 3 guys I've heard of, so it was pretty good in terms of like the element of surprise. None of these guys I think we've brought in for top 30 visits.
Yeah. Which checks out.
Yeah, exactly.
Andy said I didn't see David's, but he liked mine. So let's show Andy yours.
Okay, but you know, Darian, they say yours is, or Darian says Mark's is the most realistic. I think Kodiak's is the most realistic. Sadly,
yeah,
better not be.
I was going with the realistic angle with mine.
Yeah, this was mine. Mike Washington, Sam Roush, Micah Morris, Jack Kelly, Haynes King, Jordan Vandenberg, Amari Harvey. Went with all these are Georgia Tech players, so it was kind of a theme. Thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah, if we got Jordan Vandenberg in the 7th, that would be an absolute steal.
Now, some people said they liked Jeremy's, who he took some big swings going with Daryl Jackson, a large human with pick 62. Vance Joseph doesn't like those, but I would be for it. And then going with Justin Jefferson at round 5, kind of like a, I don't know, kind of a safety linebacker hybrid, Danny Trevathan comp. And probably the most controversial pick, in my opinion, is Jam Miller. But I'm glad you're standing on it.
257, though, it's like, why the hell not?
Yeah,
right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he's mystery.
Not like he played point guard or something and is just coming to play football right now. So,
and
yeah.
Chris Sims, I like Jam Miller before, but Chris Sims really likes Jam Miller. Like, I think he had him like 3rd or 4th RB overall, which was cool. Give it a listen. It's just it's pretty interesting.
Who is it?
BK says you won.
Chris Sims.
Oh yeah,
appreciate it, BK.
Chris Sims. I feel like he said something crazy last year.
He always has a couple.
Yeah, and I was gonna go back and see. Like, let's see how that panned out. I maybe I should go back and look at that later.
But he was one of the few that gave Bo Nix. I think he had him QB3. So, and he really, I mean, he said if he goes to Sean Payton, he could be all that. So it's always interesting. At least he has like individual takes. He's not just like consensus guy, which I appreciate.
Yes. Yeah. Is Gares? Gares saying Andy # random dude. We won't stand for this blasphemy in this chat.
Yeah.
Oh man. And oh wow, you're a Warriors fan? Dude, you're not even a real basketball fan. Yeah, Jeremy won. We don't know ball. Typical response from Mikey.
Doug, I mean, I'll tell you, Daryl Jackson and Sam Roush 1 and 2 would be a lot of fun, man. That's a hell of a combo. But I'll tell you, like, I don't know. I'm gonna fight for mine just to make it fun, if that's cool.
Fight for yours.
All right. So we took care of linebacker with Jay Golday. Now we don't have to worry about this nonsense of one of our best edge rushers moving to inside linebacker. Makes no sense. So we can put that away. Caleb Tiernan. Now you've got. That's probably the most important position that we need to address in this draft, in my opinion, is the offensive line, because it's been the strength of this team. It's the biggest reason for our turnaround. And I mean, I like Frank Crum, man, but I don't like him enough. So give me a tackle that can actually develop. Sam Roush is obviously my guy. Kalen Black is the perfect complementary back that we need, aka Kyle Manon guy. And then, dude, like Diego, you talk about wanting somebody that'll, maybe go to jail or add a dog to your team. That's what Diego Pavia can do. Again, everyone's like, when I made the comparison between him and Bryce Young, everyone was like, Bryce Young threw for 50 touchdowns. Go look at who the hell Bryce Young was throwing the football to, man. Like, Diego Pavia is going to be a good player, I think, dude. I just believe that wholeheartedly. Maybe I'm wrong, and then Caden Wedgen. I ain't have to worry. Marvin Mims is probably going to be gone. This dude's one of the best kick returns. And then I don't really know shit about Xavier Nwangpa instead of the fact that he has a cool last name. That's why I took him at safety.
Dude, he's going to be a killer special teamer, I think, off the bat.
Usually big safeties are, so I was like, let's throw with him. But yeah,
dude, I think Pavia makes this team over Jared Stidham. I'd like to think in an ideal world where we don't value consistently sucking.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I don't think Sean Payton cares for him, just because he probably wouldn't like mesh well with his personality. But I think Pavia's got way more potential than Stidham does. He ain't gonna chest pass it in the snow. I'll tell you that.
Wow. Guys, I'm sorry if I called Andy a random dude. I will not be hosting the show next week.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, no, I don't think you did. I think you said random dude about one of the people in the chat. Maybe.
I don't know, man. I'm just playing. But Mark, I mean, I like yours. I like Kodiak's.
Sounds like you're the only one.
I like Jeremy's. I like all these mock drafts outside of my
they're all
own.
good except for Kodiak's, but they're all good.
Yeah, man, they're great. But Jeremy, I would agree with Mikey that your draft definitely made us a lot more physical of a team, man. You didn't draft any wimps.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like Jam Miller, he's no wimp. So.
But you got to remember, he got K-Tron too. So Jam Miller is essentially replacing Bidet or McLaughlin.
Exactly.
That's very true.
I wouldn't have waited till 257 to draft like your tailback. But if Jam, like you throw him in like practice squad or whatever, and again, another guy that falls forward is physical. So 257. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I like Stowers because of his catch radius and his circus catches. Has anyone seen the quarterback that cost those circus catches?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, for every circus catch, you could say, I'll show you some absolute dots that Pavia's throwing too, man, as well. So, but somebody had asked, what do we trade for Pitts?
Broncos Glazers back. What's up, man?
You want to tell him what we traded for Kyle Pitts?
I think it was Marvin Mims. Is that who we traded?
I'm not even a fan of trading for him, but if we were going to do that straight up, I would do it, but they would never. So,
dude, I would trade if we could get a second-round pick back. I'd trade a first-round pick. I know that'd piss y'all off. That'd piss y'all off, but we could get a 1,000-yard tight end, man. Next week, can you rate our mock drafts? We can submit them in the Discord.
I like it.
That's a hell of a lot of fun.
That's a great idea.
And guys, if you join any of our memberships, I don't know what theirs is priced at, but mine's $2. You get access to the Discord. That's all it takes. It's the greatest Discord in all of Broncos country. Okay?
Yeah. I love that idea, T.
Yeah, we can do that. So, yeah, Ingram in a second for Pitts. Let's freaking do it. Guys, before we go, we got to shout out Prize Picks. All right? They're the sponsor of David Talks Buffs and David Talks Broncos, and we're going to do a prize pick right now, okay? You can use that code HMA, play $5, get 50, and we're going to do a 4-play combo here, okay? So I will get us started here with we're going to go total receptions. Man, we're going to go Cortland Sutton more than 6.5. All right. All you Cortland Sutton haters can kiss it. He's going to be great this year. Jeremy, you're up. Who you going with?
You tell me. I don't bet. So you tell me like different.
We'll do rushing yards.
Yeah, do rushing. That's a good one.
Pick a rushing yards guy. How about Ashton Genty?
Oof. Can't be betting for a Raider.
Well, you could
be betting the under, I guess.
Bet under, if you want to hate on him.
Let's see.
C-Mac at the same line as Ashton Genty. Interesting, 974.5.
Let's see.
Javonte Williams at a big time 1,124.5.
Oh, I'm gonna. That's
You're going under? Is that what I heard?
I think I'm going to go.
All right.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's
Going
a lot.
under. Kodiak, we're going to go with sacks.
Oh, wow.
Pick a player here. All right.
Okay.
Max Crosby, he had 10 last year. His line's at 11.25. You might like this one. Alex Singleton has a line in here somehow. At
The best is 1.25.
So
Not
1.25. You know what? I'm gonna bet on that, and I'm gonna bet the under because he's not an impact player. Okay, he's caused 3 turnovers in 3 years of starting. He's gotten 8 TFLs in 3 years of starting too, and probably the 5th worst TFL percentage. So yeah, he's not an impact playmaker. So you know what? I'm going to bet the under on Alex Singleton getting sacks. And all jokes aside, he's not even the blitzer type in the defense. I think he should be. I'd rather have Sternad at the second level covering than Singleton, but still, I'll go with that.
Yeah, especially now that we got Jonah Allison inside linebacker. He's getting the under.
Yeah.
All right, Mark, we're going to go. You want to do
Can
passing?
we bet on the draft?
You can't.
Oh, you can't.
I wish you could. You want to do passing yards or receiving yards?
Let's do receiving yards.
All right, here we go. Some interesting ones. Mike Evans is at 924.5. Travis Kelce is at 699.5.
Damn. All right. I am gonna roll with.
Just tell me when you find one you like.
Your boy Kyle Pitts there.
Yeah. Go up. I think I saw one that I liked.
Are you gonna take Jerry Judy's under?
Did that last
Yeah,
week?
we did that, right? That's what we did last week. Actually, keep going. Sorry.
Going
You
up?
can keep going down. Keep going down.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
No, my fault. My fault.
Alec Pierce, $8.99. That's a lot of money
Yeah.
for $8.99.
Oh, man, I'd be pissed
Yeah,
off.
I'm gonna go Christian Watson under. I don't think he
Dang.
could stay healthy, and I think Matthew Golden's ready to pop off. So
All right. This is going to 10x. All right, if you hit this, dude, $4 for the 4 of us. That's
Sure.
what we're doing. We will distribute the earnings at the end of the season, y'all.
hell yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. Shout out to Prize Picks for all the fun. And I think we're done. That was the show. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Next week, again, guys, join the Discord. Submit your mock drafts so that we can rate them. Maybe we'll return the favor with a $10 Venmo. That'd be kind of fun. $10 Venmo. Oh, $10 Venmo, whoever wins. How about that?
There you go. I'll put the link to the Discord in the chat too. You guys can.
Yes. Oh, you can join for right now for free. Get in there on Marky's stream. So,
but the link expires. The link expires in an hour.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
And next week is the last horsepower hour before the draft. So,
wow, it really is. That'll be a fun way to go out, man. That really will. Okay, guys. Guess we'll get out of here, but please go subscribe to Mark's, especially because he's got a good deal going for you. Kodiak, links in the description. Jeremy as well. Oh, I forgot to ask Mark. Kodiak, y'all got videos coming out people need to watch out for?
Kodiak, what you got?
Yes, of course. And obviously, these guys have already recapped the community mock draft that they've done this past weekend, which they did an awesome job. They talked about potentially moving off of Drew Sanders, so I'll make a video about that as well. But yeah, we've got a lot of draft content this upcoming week. I've been working a shitload lately, but my workload gets a little lighter. So finally going to be able to dip my toes in some draft stuff.
Dude, let's go. And Mark?
Yeah, I got some prospect videos coming up. I'm doing a comparison. So I'm looking at all the consensus boards of let's say there's 2 linebackers that are being mocked to the Broncos at roughly the same time. Comparing those two, picking which ones I like, kind of doing the comp for best players for the Broncos draft. So that'll be basically what I'll be doing, taking us all the way up to the draft, which if you guys can believe it, it'll be 3 days away from next Monday's show. So
I know.
Next Monday will be the last show we'll have pre-draft. So I'm pretty pumped up for that.
So y'all submit your mock drafts in the Discord. We'll have a $10 winner for you, prize. And we'll see you next time, guys. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
That sacrifice is grabbed, and he's going to be sacked.